What up, y'all? It's the Sports Mix. Big Kenny checking in. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all know y'all been following my page. You know what I'm saying? You know I've been championing and really following Coach Prime every week. You know, especially this year, moving to Colorado from Jackson State. I followed him really, you know, from Jackson State. I remember the press conference there. You know, it was a lot of fanfare. I mean, it's Deion Sanders. It's prime time. You know, he comes with a lot of fanfare. He comes with a lot of noise. He's a loud guy. You know, like him, love him or hate him. You know, and one thing about him, you know, he's not gonna stop being who he is. And you know, there are some people today that's gonna celebrate the fact that Colorado took a big loss to Oregon, which a lot of people expected. You know what I'm saying? I don't follow Oregon or college football in that way. I'm a Sanders fan. I'm a Deion Sanders fan. You know, so I'm following his team just because I like the story. You know what I'm saying? So I'm open and honest about that. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I'm some expert on college football because I'm not. You know, you see the usual suspects up in the top every year. You know, the Alabamas of the world, and they're not really lighting the world on fire like they usually do. But, you know, I follow it enough. I can watch a game and know what I'm looking at. I'm just not familiar with the players. I don't follow the standings or the rankings enough to see, you know, who's this or who's that. So, you know, that's just my disclaimer about what it is I do with college football. So I'm a Coach Prime fan. You know, we gotta keep in perspective. You know, he took over a program that was 1-11 last year, right? 1 win, 11 losses. He completely overhauled the roster. I think it's like 80-something new players and one remaining scholarship player from last year's team. So it's a whole brand new team. This, you know what I'm saying? So nobody thought, well, I hope nobody thought that he was going to come to Colorado in year one and win a national championship. I hope nobody thought that. But, it was a lot of excitement about beating TCU, which was the national runner-up last year. So let's not just poo-poo that. You know what I'm saying? Let's not just throw that away like that was just some runaway W. The Colorado State game last weekend was a great game. You know, great game. The Nebraska game, you know, they won that one pretty easily. It was a good game though. So now he gets his first real test. Well, if TCU wasn't a real test, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They were the national run-up last year. Maybe they were a fraud, I don't know. But they were number 2 team in the nation last year, right? So, according to people that follow football, Oregon was going to be their first real test. And Oregon came in and smacked them. You know, they smacked them around. And then next week, they got USC, who's probably better than Oregon, you know, from all accounts that I know. And I know they got the quarterback at USC is projected to be the number 1 pick in the 2024 draft, right? So it's not going to get easier next week for Coach Prime in Colorado. But I just looked at some statements, you know, from the Oregon coach. Again, Coach Prime is loud. You know, they're confident. You know what I mean? They walk with their chests out. So, you know, it's people waiting. It's people waiting to jump on them when they took a loss, especially took a bad loss. There's people sitting in the sidelines waiting. They can't wait. I've already seen some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think FanDuel, somebody put out a fraud calling, like they was calling the Colorado logo on an incoming call, and it said fraudulent caller or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I see the Oregon coach saying something about, you know, Deion and them playing for YouTube likes and clicks and all this type stuff. Man, don't get this twisted. Don't get it twisted, man. You know, see the game Deion Sanders is playing, a lot of these coaches wish that they could play the game that he plays. You know what I'm saying? He's coming from a perspective. This dude he's a Hall of Famer, right? He's excelled at every level of this game of football, right? He's excelled at every level of this game. You know what I'm saying? So let's not get it twisted. So the likes and the clicks and the YouTube and all that stuff, there's a bigger purpose behind all of that. You know what I'm saying? There's a bigger purpose behind all of that. The recruiting game is different. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff that they doing, the putting out the YouTube videos, the Instagram videos, all that stuff, it's helping with recruiting. It's helping with recruiting, man. So are they playing for clicks and likes and all that stuff? That's part of the plan. You know what I'm saying? But do not get it twisted, because always remember, what goes up is coming down. So, you know, I'm not one to think Coach Prime is going to be at Colorado for 10, 15 years. I don't believe that. But the next year or two, you know, with you know, strong recruiting classes, really implementing their program, they're going to be better. And anybody that don't believe that they're going to be better in the next 2-3 years, you fooling yourself. You're missing the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when they lose, people going to jump on them. People going to have little slick stuff to say. That come with it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure Coach Prime, they know that. They know that the people are waiting. People are waiting around the corner for something bad to happen so they can jump on them. I told you, I told you, so I told you, so I told you so. We know this. This is part of sports. You know what I'm saying? This is part of sport, man. You know, when you up, people staring up at you, hating on you, can't wait for you to fall. And when you down, they stomping on you like a fucking, excuse my language. You know, they stomping on you. Let me say that. Excuse my language, I'm sorry. They stomping on you. They kicking you while you're down, right? 3 wins, 1 loss in his first 4 games. You know what I'm saying? They won 1 game last year. Remember this. They won 1 game and lost 11. So he's already, in his first year, done more than they did in the last year or so. And there's what? 4 games. So there's got to be about 8 more games left. Right? There's 8 more games left. No, they're not going to go perfect. They wasn't going to be perfect this year. We knew that. You know, but there's still a chance to go to the bowls. You got to win 6 games to get to a bowl game. I think 6 wins is doable for Colorado. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what them guys' goals are. I don't know what the goals of the team are. I don't know what they set as goals for this team. Right? We will see. They got their ass kicked today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure Coach Prime be the first to admit it. We got our ass kicked. And we got to get better. But is it the end of the road? No. Will there be another day? Yes. There's another game next Saturday. You know, win, lose, or draw. There's another game next Saturday. So they got their ass kicked today. You know, people that's gonna celebrate. People that's gonna, you know, have fun with this. They're gonna do what they do. But, you know, there's another week, there's another game. It is what it is. So I'm still gonna be rooting for Coach Prime, you know what I mean, in Colorado. I'm not a big college football fan. I'm a Coach Prime fan. I'm gonna just keep it 100. You know, keep it 100. But I'm gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to watch next week. USC should be a big game. Sure it's gonna be on TV, national TV. You know, and just check out what Coach Prime is doing for college football. He bringing the casual fan to college football. There's a lot of people that's watching college football games right now that really never would have watched if Coach Prime wasn't coaching. Which means that's money for the ESPNs, the ABCs, the CBSs, the Foxes, the channels that's carrying those networks that's carrying these games. More people bring more money. So ain't nobody complaining, man. Everybody, hey, it is what it is. They got their ass kicked today. There's a game next week. I'm sure they're not folding up the tents and saying, the season's over, we lost a game. Nah, that's not how it works. There's a game next week. They got practice all week, got opportunity to get better, do what they got to do. So that's my little 2 cents on this game. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.